Hello there, today we are going to be designing a spacecraft to transport people, or Kerbals, from Kerbin to my space station, and we are also going to be testing it. So it's going to be a small spaceship, and the reason it's not a space plane is because I suck at getting those things into orbit. I'm capable of it, but I just suck at doing it. We're going to get the crew compartment, just so we can have 3 people on this, or Kerbals if you want to be all fancy with your language and stuff. So now I will go a little overkill on this stage here. Simply, actually no, okay, we don't want it like that. Or no, we do. So this is going to be the stage that lands us on Kerbin, because it's going to be a plane when it lands. It's not ideal. Also, I forget. Do these things we need these. No, whatever. Okay, so let's get 2. So I need to test something. KSS transport vehicle. Okay. So this is going to be a prototype of the first stage, or final stage, I suppose. I'm not sure how many stages are going to be below it yet, but so what I need, we don't even need that stuff. Okay, what I really need to know is whether or not this thing uses oxidizer. Okay, it does. So that's not too bad. It's able to propel it, as we can see. It's just fine. So it's capable of doing that. But when I think about it now, I think we could probably get away with using a jet engine. And now I was thinking about using one of these, but I'm actually leaning more towards one of these. The Whiplash. Which might not be the best idea either. What's this one? Which one has better thrust? We'll use the... They're not all bad. But I need to know which one's going to be best for me to use here. So I'm assuming it would be this one just because it's smallest. And it's probably got the most thrust, right? Yeah, it's got the highest thrust and it can run on oxidizer and oxygen. Well, it can use oxygen as an oxidizer. Technically everything can, can't it? Don't quote me on that either. Okay, so we're just gonna know those are way too big. Where's the small ones? These. Let's get 2. Actually, let's maybe get 3 if we can. Just so it looks all symmetrical. Actually, no. That's fine. Because these are each half a liter maybe. So, oh, those aren't even. They're not lined up at all. Maybe that was my problem. That's better. So we could get a 3rd one, but we don't really need it at all. Might make it look a little better. Whatever, it looks a little nicer. But we don't need the extra weight, so... Actually, you know what? We're just gonna have 2. Yes, I know, probably should have started out with that. Because then that's the least amount of weight. Then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put wings. They're gonna be just basic wings. I'm not gonna put too much effort into them. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a tail fin. We're just gonna use that, because that's gonna be easiest. Actually, we'll put it up here. And then we'll scale it down. Not that much. About there. And then we will use the move tool. We're just going to move it down a little, just so it's not covering the windows. And yes, I do know that aesthetics aren't everything in this. Okay. So that's just, you know, I'm going to keep it. Okay, so let's turn the NASA logo off on this logo. And that also, let's turn it off on there. Flag and flag. Okay. So then that'll be that. Then we'll get a fairly small tail fin. We'll just use more of these, but they'll be smaller. Then we only need one. That looks a lot smaller. Am I using the wrong tail fin? I probably am. I'm using different ones, aren't I? Yeah, 'cause I'm using these ones. Whatever, I think those will probably end up working better. So we'll use the same tail fins, I suppose, for the back. Assuming that it will properly go onto this. Hopefully. Okay, I didn't expect much out of that. Okay, that should be good. We probably do need to test it before we actually fly it. Well, we will test it, I should say. We're not just gonna say YOLO and hope everything works out. You're really gonna do this right now? Okay, I officially hate this game. Just want to make that clear. Boom. Okay, that's fine. Then down here, I think we'll probably put them on that. Yeah, we do really just need to be building this a different way. Yeah, so we want it like that. Oh wait, no. Okay, so I know what we're doing wrong here. So with these, we need to middlemost those to put it on. And then we can put these on like that, can't we? Yes, okay. Perfect. Just like that. Just, do we need those to be back a little further? Not entirely sure, actually. Oop, no, cancel. So let's save this and we'll just try to take off and land. Or maybe just take off. I'm not going to put effort into landing on the runway, because that will take time and we don't really need that time. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's just see if we can roll forward a bit. Okay, well, it worked out, kind of. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna roll it over using the back edge. And we don't need, I don't know why HyperEdit does that. I only use it occasionally. Even then, that's still for just testing certain stages. Okay, so, oop. No. Okay, I'm not sure. We're just gonna go back to Space Center. And we'll just launch it on the runway. Because that's just gonna be easiest here. Oh, not let me do it with a... Okay, it's not gonna let me. Whatever. We'll just go into spaceplane hangar, pick it, and then keep going. I'm gonna just have the full process with this, because I can. And I really like doing the full process. Oh, perfect, actually. Where might it be? Oh, is it gonna be all the way up? Oh, you pain in the ass. Okay, how would I lower that? Is there no way for me to just center it? At all? No? Okay. Or maybe this will do it. Nope. Crew. Nope. Let's just click launch and see if we can, if it'll have aligned it properly. There's a lot of guessing to this. Nope. Whatever. It shouldn't take too much work to do. Okay. Oh no, we do need to toggle modes, so we don't use all of our oxidizer. Because we will probably keep some of the oxidizer in, if not all. Okay, so that's way too unstable. Okay. So I don't know what that means for this. So instead of me trying to figure that out, we're just not going to do the same way that I was planning on doing. We're going to go for a kind of Dragon 2 style before they canceled that. And even then, that's still going to be horribly inaccurate compared to what it was. Okay, here we go. So we're just going to take off all the plain stuff, including the booster that we chose. Well, it is adequate for what we need. That's not what I want to do if we're going to be landing at SpaceX style. Which, if you don't know what I mean, you should probably go figure out what I mean. So what I plan on doing is those will be unfolded, so let's just leave that so we don't have any collision errors with the landing legs. Start retracted. Okay, so how far down can we get those? Without them colliding. Okay, I suppose that's probably good. So let's just see how they retract. Okay, so they won't hit each other. Then this should be fine. We're also just as backups and possibly just in case. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 or 2 of the mini ones just so that we can slow ourselves down a bit. Not necessarily a lot, but just in case. Then we'll have 2 of the bigger ones. We'll put them, oh no, like that. Then we'll use our move tool. We'll just slide them down and in. That's way too far. Hold shift. Boom. That's so. No. No. I hate this. Okay. So now we get to use the move tool. I guess not. Blue. Oop, it's too far. There. And we'll hold shift. I don't like that. Let's well, actually, it's not too bad, but I don't necessarily like that too much. So let's move it just a little that way. Because I'm trying not to cover the crew hatch, which I suppose I've done already. You know what, we'll just put 1 parachute on, because that will be more than enough for what we need. So even right there, I mean, yes, it'll kick it back this way, so the bottom will fly back like this. But it won't affect us too much. I mean, yes, it'll affect us, but you know, what are you gonna do about it? Okay, so what I want is I want these 2 to go off anyways. We'll throw this parachute in its own separate stage above everything else, so that if we do happen to have to activate it, which we likely will, we'll be fine. So, yeah. So that should be good with that stage. It's already been 14 minutes exactly. So, let's save it really quick and test. We'll recover that. Okay. Like, that's a weird name. Sigma. Never seen that one before. Okay, so what I want. So we're gonna put a mech jeb on this. Because I straight up suck at landing. Okay, so we're gonna use hyper edit, or I suck at rendezvousing. We're just gonna use our orbit. Okay. So can I just like periapsis maybe? Oh, so we won't be able to. Okay. Jesus. Guess we're not gonna be able to do that. So we'll just assume that you know what we're going to do is we're not going to enable anything other than infinite propellant, just so that we can get high enough up into the atmosphere. I mean, to a point that I would normally be at. So I say we'll get to about here, and then, or no, we'll get to like here, and then we'll turn around and shoot straight down, and then we'll disable infinite propellant so that we're going at a realistic speed. Maybe? No? Okay. So why don't we just put ourselves in an orbit, or in an orbit and then deorbit using these. I don't honestly know. Okay. So actually this will shoot us up really high. So even right now we don't need it. We still actually don't need infinite fuel anymore, to be honest with you. Come on. Okay, let's go. Come on. So we're probably going to land pretty close to the Space Center. Well, not close, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now we need to aim at our retrograde, and then once we reach 1,500 or maybe even 200, let's just say 200 because we are reaching a high speed currently. Shut down. And shut down. We're going to use 2. Just so we're not using quite so much fuel. And we don't really need more than 2. Let's activate those 2 just so we have a little help. How much do these activate at? 2,500. That's definitely not enough. Oh no. Just because we don't know where we're going to be landing quite yet. Oh, plus these things slow us down more than enough for what we need. And then we're going to reactivate these ones. We'll set them up as a hotkey later. And this just so that the gimbals on it can work, so they're a little more stable. So then this parachute will never be activated unless it's an emergency. Which in this case we're actually doing just fine. No, okay, wait until we're at 600. Okay. So, you know, then if our parachutes do decide, and then if it does get unstable, the gimbals on these engines should be able to help it. So we need to land fairly slow. And we'll throttle it. Well, no throttle now. Oh. Oh no. These parachutes are really messing me up. Okay, whatever. We landed. It's good enough. So, we do know that it can land, that's just me being bad. And slowing down too much, and then accidentally shooting back up a little. So, yeah, we can land. We have more than enough fuel to do a re-entry slowdown. So let's go back to the VAB. And this worked out just fine too. So, like, I don't want it to improve it at all, because it's already pretty good. It's good enough, I guess. Everything can always be improved, let's be honest. So let's... I don't like that one. Where's the nice one? Here it is. I don't think that's the most aerodynamic one either. Which is kind of annoying. So we'll have one of these. So this one is for nothing. These ones right here are for nothing. So actually, now that I think about it, then we'll have... where are they? Here they are. We'll have 2 of these right here. Then we'll have a not too powerful engine because we don't need a powerful engine for this. This is just for final maneuvering in our orbit. So Then we'll get a decoupler, and we will get the structural thing. So then what we're going to do with this, like we did in yesterday's video, we are going to strut the crap out of it. And that's something that we're really going to need to do, like really focus on. So if we're not strutting this enough, we're just going to fail. So that's enough for that right there. Because since the top is going to be, it's just shrinking down so much, we're just going to, and the top is really tall, let's be honest. We're going to have to be very careful. Oh, I don't know, do we want to, no, we don't need anything bigger, so let's just throw 3 of the orange tanks on. Then we will grab this, and then we're gonna throw if you want to be, we're gonna throw 4 of them on just because we don't need it, but you know, we'll still have the extra fuel, so it's fine. Let's just lower these to a point that they are even with the rest of the ship. There, looks good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of throw like a lot more fuel on it, even though we really don't need it. These have a fairly similar thrust to weight ratio to this and these tanks, and 3 of these tanks here. So we don't need to do too much more with that. There's still a lot more that we have to do, such as strut the crap out of it still. You can never have enough struts, let's be honest here. Just because they make everything so much better. I mean, and more stable, which is mostly why they make it much better. Yeah. So we're going to use those. Then we're going to go crazy with struts. Okay. So this is basically a scaled down model of the design I normally use for launching things into orbit. So trust me, we're going to be fine here. Oh. Whoops, I forgot about that. Just connect it to there. Then down here, what we're going to do, I know they're all connected, but just as an extra security measure, we are going to put it there. And that's almost straight across, or across. And then that's probably still not enough struts, but it'll have to do. Then what we really need now is, which I forgot to actually do, is our decoupler. And we only need 1, not 4. So we can either put it on top of here, which doesn't look very good, or, oh actually, don't they have this? Yeah, let's use this. So where do we want this? Do we want it in between this? Oh, then we also have to test the landing again. Or do we? No, we might not have to. Because what we could do is, since this is only going to be used in orbit, we could just throw it down here and have it connect to those. So then that just gets dropped, so it's not adding any extra weight to our lander, because even then it was a close call last time. So yeah, since this will still be on, this part here will still be on the thing, we should be, oh, sorry, we should be fine. I have a bit of a cold, as you could probably, no, we don't want that one, that's what I was going for. Here we go. So we got those 5, and then those 5, and then that one, but not those ones quite yet, and then this one, and then those parachutes, and then we're good. So we can save it and hope to bejazzes that this works. Then also, just because I can, we're gonna throw 4 of these on each of the, or 4 of them on these, just so that we don't just like completely destroy our rockets and potentially save a couple lives in the process, you know. And we're just going to set that to max and make sure that they're all going around. Okay, so those are good. Those are just there so that it will slow it down on re-entry if they do leave the atmosphere. And if they don't, it doesn't really matter. Also, we don't need those decouplers. Just throw them a stage above. They're not going to be used because I don't like decoupling them, but I still like those decouplers there. Just in case I have to, for some reason, decouple 2 of those. Also, our action group. Here we go. Oh, board. We don't need a board. What would the... How do you... I don't actually know how you use these. This? Oh no, we only need 2. Oh, okay. Shut down. We need to set which engines to shut down. No. Stop it. So we only need to... Stop. Okay. Let's select something else. We only need to shut down 2. Okay. So then we'll just say 3. 4. Okay, I guess not. Whatever. It'll just work out. We'll just do it by hand. We'll save, finally, and then we'll just go. And we forgot our mech job. Of course. Of course we did. Because you know me, I just love forgetting my mech job. And I really need to stop doing this thing with hyperroute. It annoys me. I don't even know why I enabled the RCS and SAS, because, you know, it wasn't gonna fly. So I think we'll put mech job here. Oh, also we need our RCS. I forget everything. I'm trash, guys. Okay. Then I suppose here. It's not gonna... Oh, will that block the door? Because if it will, we'll just so we don't risk blocking the door, we'll put them like that. Whole way down. Except for down there. Well, even then, we're not gonna really need much more RCS than on these. Because beyond these, it's kind of overkill. Because we're just gonna use up all of our RCS right away if we do put a neon. But it's definitely gonna be worth it. What we're just gonna do is we're just gonna put them like that, scale them up to 200%, because I can, obviously. Just put it there, I guess. Then we'll go one more down here, at the very bottom, and scale it up, and bring it back down just a little. And finally, what we're going to do is we're just going to put RCS tanks on all of these, just so that we're not putting an excessive amount of weight up here, because that's already, what, 750 times 4, so well over 28,000. So what, 30,000 RCS, so that's more than enough. And we'll just put no. I know I did say I didn't want to add too much weight, but this shouldn't add too much. Okay. So now, we should be fine. Possibly. Once again, probably not going to be fine, knowing our luck. We might as well just use ascent guidance, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, who cares? Then that'll just... Oh my god, this is way too heavy. But it should work just fine. I want to see when this thing starts turning, so it must just be 200 meters that it decides to turn. Okay, so it is very, very limiting using these big tanks and slightly underpowered boosters. But whatever. It'll still work out, hopefully. Is it F2? Yeah, there we go. It looks so awesome. Oh, okay, I hope that's it doing that. It is. Good. So we also have our turn limited. It was at 2 yesterday because in yesterday's video it was we were launching basically this using something about the size of this scaled up to 200%. So as you could imagine, that was a lot of weight right up here. Like, it's like this times 50 basically. It's not at all mathematical, just so we're aware. How much RCS are we using? Hopefully it's not using this small tank. Okay, good. That would have annoyed me. Because this is really just for all of this stuff, which, when I think about it, how much is that? 250. Yeah, that should be fine. Also, why can you activate these parachutes, the smaller ones? In case you're wondering, why can you activate those so much sooner? And we forgot power. Oh, it's gonna... So we got our fuel, which looks super low, considering, you know, we've used up about half of the fuel on all these tanks. Or a little over half of the fuel. Oh my god, this thing is so much easier. Yesterday's video only took an hour because of how unstable that other ship was. Like, that's the only reason why it took so long yesterday. It was just because it was an insane amount of weight, and I've never really had to haul that much weight into orbit before. Or, sorry, I'm kind of cutting out. That's not my mic, that's me. I've never had to haul so much weight into orbit before because, honestly, it's just never been necessary, but now that I have a space station, it's quite a lot more necessary. Also, I still need to get that mod, don't I? So 4. So what's that, stage 3? I think, yeah, 3. So it does, for some reason, need to get to stage 3. We'll have it stop. So that's for landing. And if we lose our landing stuff, we're screwed. But we do still have the parachute, but even then, it's got no way to slow down without those parachutes, so, you know. Let's also enable auto warp. Okay. Come on. When are we gonna burn? So, 100 kilometers is about the orbit of the space station, which is why we're going to that altitude. And then we're going to use MechJeb Rendezvous, because I suck at rendezvousing. I'm perfect at orbiting. I don't even need these maneuver nodes, because it's just so easy. For getting to other planets, I do need them, but for orbiting, unless I'm really trying to get it a perfect circle, I don't normally use it. Because a lot of times when I get into an orbit, it's to go to the moon or Minimus, which I've only been to twice. Minimus twice. Moon I've been to it like 50 times in a day. Okay, so we're about to finish off our orbit, and we're not even needing to drop these tanks yet, which is bad. Let me make that clear. Oh no. 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 Okay, I guess we're keeping these tanks right now. So we're not going to waste that fuel, since we don't need to yet, and we've also just kind of screwed it up. Actually, what I might do is when these things slingshot us into a bigger orbit, because that's what the rendezvous is going to have to do, I think we'll just drop them in that, so that's not going to get in the space station's way or anything else. KSS. Have they come disconnected? I think they might have come on... Uh-oh. So we really want to set the target for this KSS, which is the observation deck. Disengage. Let's just set 50. Engage. There. So this one will be a lot easier to control than the one from yesterday, because that one taught me quite a bit. Also, we didn't get our maximum amount of crew. Whoops. 931 orbits. I mean, if we could time warp a lot more, it'd be fine, but it's not practical. at all. So whatever. Okay. So then these things are like insanely powerful on these bigger boosters. Because, you know, they're massive. And I'm pretty sure the thrust increases by scale. So really, I could have just scaled up those 1,000 meter a second of the 1.5 meter. So, you know. Whatever though. Warp. My man. We're not gonna warp, we're just gonna sit here. Okay, I can warp for you. Because I know you'll stop me. It'll stop me. Doesn't always stop me, but you know, a lot of times I just have to get the rendezvous started, and then it does it just fine. But for some reason it won't do it automatically. I'm sorry, I know I'm getting like my O sounds and W's cut out because freaking mosquito. Hate him, but it's dead now, I think. It's probably dead unless it landed on my keyboard somehow. Which actually it probably did. You don't see it. I think it fell behind my monitor, which is a TV. But I didn't. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Don't change it that much. Come on. It's overcalculating, I'm just telling. Yeah. It's overcompensating. Whatever. So yeah, let's give it a moment. It's actually funny. Sorry, I was blowing my nose there, but because I don't want to cut this out. Ow. Ah. Sorry, I have both ankles sprained. Sorry. It's actually funny. The only kind of mosquitoes that ever get trapped in my room are males, so they never bite me. Except for a couple times. But normally they're only male mosquitoes in my room. So it doesn't really have too much of an effect on me. Because, you know, there's males. And normally I can catch them before they actually would get me, so whatever. Warp faster. This is boring. God. Okay, there I was drinking. No, I suppose it's probably more sensitive to movement because it's a 50 meter instead of, you know, 100. So then it can be a little more lenient. God, I hate mosquitoes. Sorry. But I do. See how the space station orbit is perfectly aligned with this plane? Actually, it's slightly off. Oh, that's stupid. I'm gonna have to fix that. I need it to be circularized. Oh, actually, are we still in that annoying, weird orbit? Yes, we are. Okay. Wait. So we need to drop these big ones. Stop warping. One time I don't actually. No. Decouple. Okay. No. No. What are you doing? Why is it doing that? Oh, because it was actually trying to throttle up. Lol. That was confusing me, sorry. So this is just for our maneuvering in orbit, so this tank here is going to have to deorbit us. Otherwise we're probably not, and it might do some of the in-atmosphere stuff, but beyond that it's pretty much a not completely needed stage. Oh god. Okay, I guess we're just gonna be annoying perfectionist over here. I'm currently attempting to help it, but I'm not sure how much I'm actually helping. Boom. But we're disabling RCS. Otherwise it's gonna take forever. Just wing it. Come on. Oh, plus its reaction wheels are fine. And those are only on the probe. Now you can have your RCS all you want now. Okay. We're doing a lot better now. You know. Are we just not gonna warp? Okay, I guess we're not warping because it doesn't want to warp. Whatever. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was confused. Wonder, will we be able to spot the station here? Yeah, we probably could actually. It's right there. Which way is that actually? It's that way. Okay, so we might be able to see a small little speck. Not seeing much. Oh, maybe I saw a little flash over there, I'm not sure. I think it'd be over there a little more. No, it's just very small stars. Whatever. Jesus Christ. Your cancer game. Whatever. It's tiny little maneuvers are the worst. You can have your RCS all you want again. This is taking forever. Seriously. When are we gonna get an encounter here? Oh wait. Has it had to correct itself because of the RCS? I think it has. Yeah. It's had to. So we're pretty much going to encounter it back here again. Great about here is we're going to encounter it, but I guess we're not rendezvousing. What's its problem? You know what? I'll just leave it. Burn. Stupid game. You know what? I don't care. 100. Boom. Let's restart that. Jesus. We're gonna run out of fuel on this stage pretty quick. Oh, after 0.7 staging, or 0.07. Okay. Oh, you are a warpy thing. See, I only pressed it once and it did the rest on its own. So I don't think the auto warp actually works properly. So, whatever. Oh yeah, we're gonna struggle with Delta V here. Because I do forget how much storage, or how much fuel these small maneuvers, or relatively large maneuvers are in these small ships, because I'm normally flying massive ships with ample amounts of fuel because I like overkilling. The amount of fuel that I need is generally a lot less than what I actually use. So whatever. You know, we're just gonna leave RCS off. It's starting to annoy me. Let's go. Jesus. Okay, so this is probably going to make it a lot easier for us now that I've completely removed RCS, because that really is only needed for docking. And wow, we're going a lot faster than the space station right now. Actually, why are we going so fast? normally, okay, what? Okay, whatever. Normally normally a bigger ship would be going faster, wouldn't it? Or have I just not flown an actual space station or ship for a long time? I don't fly small ships often. So maybe not. I might just be being stupid. I suppose it's gonna have to move that doesn't actually, whatever. It doesn't make total sense in my head, but I do suppose it'd have to move faster to stay in an orbit versus a smaller ship which has more mass. So yeah, okay, it kind of makes sense. Whatever. I don't honestly care too much. I mean, it's good if I learn it because, you know, physics class will probably help, or it'd probably help to learn some of this stuff. Because I do plan on taking physics in high school. I mean, I'm in high school, but, you know, I plan on taking it eventually. Or advanced physics, and knowing the stuff ahead of time saves you a lot of time. And Kerbal Space Program has helped so much when I've had physics classes in the past. Also, this game is awesome. Also, Minecraft, this may surprise you, but playing that actually has taught me quite a bit. Like, for example, Minecraft, when I did play it all the time, it taught me how ores, or like, you know, coal, iron, when more diamonds form in the earth. And I wouldn't have known that until maybe 6th grade if it weren't for Minecraft. So, you know, it's taught, or maybe 7th even. But, you know, it's taught me quite a bit. It's taught me what faction means because of servers. And honestly, games teach you a lot more than you'd think, even if you don't realize it at the time. Which is kinda nice. It's a nice thing about games. Certain games, like Grand Theft Auto, probably not teaching you much. It might, I suppose. It might teach you, you know, how to rob a bank. Kind of. You know. It's not gonna teach you too much, but you know, it'll kinda, I don't know, what would it teach you? Now we're moving really slow. I feel like we're reaching our apparatuses, yep. Or appos. For some reason I can't pronounce that. Wait, what are we doing? Are we maneuvering? Oh yeah, okay. See what's happening here. So we're gonna reach there, and then we're gonna shrink down so we hit here-ish, I'd assume. And then we're gonna encounter, and then when we reach the encounter we're gonna burn, and then we're gonna slow down the orbit. Which is insane. Also, the main reason I don't do the orbit or rendezvous is because I do not have the patience to do the math. Yes, I eventually do want to do the math, though. Like, just once or twice. Just to see what goes into it. I'd have to do quite a few tutorials on YouTube, or watch tutorials on YouTube. Oh, that was target meters a second, or the target's speed that was relative to what we were doing. So we might not have been moving at 4,000 meters a second. Lol. We are matching our speed quite a lot now. Which is good. Yeah. I like that crater there. Right there. Oh, okay, whatever. Wonder how close are we getting? We're getting really close, actually. How far is that distance? 8,000 meters. We can probably see it right now. Oh, it's like directly this way then. Oh, there it is. And then we're gonna match our speed. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And we are done once this maneuver is over. Perfect. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We might still have to move closer to it. I would have been happy with this, because we could easily... Yeah, where is our fuel stage? Uh-oh. The fuel is gone. That's not good. That means it either broke off, or it just didn't save. That didn't save is probably a little more likely. So the fuel is all the way up here. Jesus. Okay. Jesus Christ. It's miles away. Oh no. That's not good. It's basically along the exact same orbit as the station itself. But it's not, I guess. I mean, it was attached to the station in the last video, so I'll just reattach it in off time. Oh, this has been an hour long. Or it's almost an hour, whoops. Because this, I suppose, does take quite a while to do, normally. Okay. And we are 100 meters away. Done it. We're done. Sort of. Where was our docking port again? Here. Open. So we're gonna have to find a fairly logical place to go dock on the station. Also, there should just be one open, so we might have to use this. Set it as target. Then we will control from here. Then we will rendezvous autopilot. Or not rendezvous, maneuver planner. There we go. That's not even what we need either. Crap, where was it? Docking. Here we go. Oh, no. I'm dumb. Sorry. I am legit kind of stupid sometimes. But at least I'm honest about that. Yeah, so, actually, let's target that one. So I really need to rename it because the observation deck was one of these at one point, and now it's not anything close to that. So, you know. Also, if you saw yesterday's video, it took me like 20 minutes to dock this, and even then we did have to use HyperEdit, sorry. And clearly, I'm going to have to do it manually now because it didn't work with HyperEdit. So, you know, whatever. What is it doing? What? This is our target, right? Okay. What? Okay, I guess I just need to have some faith in it. Are we out of RC? Oh, we are out of monopropellant. Sorry. I needed to plan ahead. We're going to have to make that adjustment next time. Because we're not going to be able to land this thing without monopropellant. Which is bad. Also, what's our electricity look like? We might have to put a small battery on, but it's not too bad when you look at it. So then right when the target aligns with this thing, we're going to end up having to propel to stop the movement. Or propel. So it goes this way, I suppose. Oh, wait, no. Never mind, I'm dumb. Okay, our electric charge isn't too bad. It's just when we were using our reaction wheels that the problem existed. Oh, actually, no, it was a happy accident. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, this thing being empty was a happy accident. So we need to transfer crew to it. So what does our crew look like? So shall we transfer some guys from there, or shall we transfer... Oh, actually, let's take them from the observation decks really quick. So let's see how many are in it. Okay. Oh. Transfer? Okay, we got 2. Let's transfer them to this. Oh. Transfer to here. And how many are in here? Transfer crew. Oh, I already sacrificed one, that's right. I mean, didn't sacrifice. Oh, so we don't have much other place. Plus the hitchhiker is just an extra sort of storage. Plus they were only supposed to be temporary. Okay, so we got all 3 guys on here, right? Okay, we're good. So we're gonna undock. How do we go about doing that? Undock. Then we are going to, I have no idea how you control this, or what the exact controls are. I know that N shouldn't be controlling it. Actually, it should be right now. Lol. Wait, what? What am I? Oh yeah, control from here. That one's going to be a problem. So we don't need our mono propellant or infinite propellant anymore, because that's cheating if we do deorbit like that. How's our power looking? Ooh, not good. Okay, let's give it a quick thrust just to charge it up a bit. Yes, that's how I'm charging the battery, because I wasn't smart enough to put anything else on it. Close that shield. And just enough to charge it. I don't want to deorbit entirely quite yet. I don't like landing in the dark, it sucks. Although I do have the ambient light turned up a little. Just a little though, not too bad. But I just like it being brighter, especially for just videos. Oh, fun. Right. Because I entered the atmosphere by mistake there. Didn't I? My bad. I'm hoping that should be able to deorbit us. That will have deorbited us. That's right, cool. So then we're gonna drop this now before we have to deal with the atmosphere. Because it's gonna suck in a little bit. Just to separate ourselves a bit, we're just gonna burn a small amount just so we don't accidentally crash into each other. Or crash into the other one. That should just fall down to Kerbal and blow up. So that's fine. This thing I'm not so sure about. So we ideally need to slow down a bit, but we also don't need to. Because if we slow down too much now, it's going to be a problem. So yeah. Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Sorry, distractions. Oh, what's the problem? Why the boosters won't activate? What the heck? Uh-oh. Pause. Jesus, what's the problem here? Okay, sorry. We're gonna have to work this out. Because for some reason I've lost control over the ship. And that's a problem. What's causing it? So we're on monopropellant. We shouldn't have this problem. Plus I'm simply hitting the wrong key. No, okay, we're gonna have to use the emergency parachutes because I have no control over throttle. Oh, okay. What? We suddenly regained it now? Okay, we might not have to use the emergency chute. Actually, 1 second, let me... Intensity, reset, there. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm not entirely sure why that was happening. We might have lost signal, which wouldn't make any sense. For God's sake. God, I'm not entirely sure why that happened just there. But you know me. Whatever. So once we're about there, we'll stop targeting the retrograde. We'll apply a small amount of thrust. This is actually using less fuel now, which makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. Oh no, I tapped out. Whoops. Well, I clicked on OBS because it doesn't lock your mouth on the screen. Okay, let's be prepared to deploy that emergency chute, which is specifically for emergencies and emergencies only. Have I made that clear yet? Okay, slow down just a bit more. And we don't want to be lifting. And we're pretty close to lifting. And we basically don't want to be moving. Not gonna blow anything up. Well, it did, but you know what I mean. So, we did it. We need to improve our landing abilities and probably not land on a hill next time and cut our chutes a little early. So, thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Actually, really quick. Let's plant the flag. And it is planted. Oh, yeah. KSS personnel. How do you spell personnel? KSS Kerbal delivery vehicle. It's probably not spelled right at all. Also, these guys in there aren't there. Whoops. So we're not even gonna be able to capture this thing. It's just gonna be annoying, but whatever. Can we just recover this guy like this? Okay, we can, but let's just get him into the thing. God, there's mosquitoes swarming my face. Piece of crap, that thing is annoying. He's dead now. Oh my god. Okay, whatever, let's just recover him. And then we'll go recover the next one after the video. But, thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time. Goodbye.